In the summer of 2016, Honda launched their 10th Gen Civic, and it was the first time that a car intrigued me enough to make a walk around. Now, Kia and Hyundai are presenting their new options, so let's go into the first impressions of Hyundai Tucson. Starting with the exterior design of the car, we have quite deep accents in the front with a huge chrome grille that gives a unique look to the car, and the headlight integration within this chrome plating is really nice. And we have a black bottom bumper, and this black lining continues throughout to the sides of the car, and so does the aerodynamic curves on the body. As you can see, we have chrome door handles standard on this car, along with the rubberized lining going across the windows of the car. You can see them here. And something I'd like to mention that the competitors are giving chrome lining across the windows, but this rubberized look gives it a nice feeling, and I hope that will help with the soundproofing of the car. So at the back we have got the rear spoiler along with the shark fin antenna at the top, with the brake light right under the spoiler and the tail lights with two reflectors and H-Track logo and the Hyundai logo and of course the name Tucson. This car comes in with standard 18-inch alloy rims, and you can see the rim design is quite aggressive, I'll say, and it has its own tone to it, with a 16-inch disc brake on the front and rear. This car has the standard daytime running lights, the DRLs, that is quite elegant with an aggressive looking headlight that you can see here. So now I'll try to show you that the projection lights that turn on with the steering wheel. So you can see the steering wheel turning and this light is on. This light right here, it turns on as soon as the wheel is turned. So if the representative turns the wheel back, the lights are off now. I hope you can notice that because that's a minimum and difficult to show in video properly, but I hope you understand the projection lights concept. The car is equipped with a 2.0 liter MPI 6-speed automatic transmission, an engine that gives a max power output of 155 kilowatts at 6,200 rpm and a max torque of 196 at 4,000 rpm, with a tank capacity of 62 liters. There is a safety feature that Hyundai representative has told me here, that if you open up this lid, this is going to release the pressure first. That is released already, and then you can open it. It won't be like in the other cars when you open up the radiator's lid, it just blows over. Let's see how the engine sounds like on this car now. So as soon as the engines turn on, that's the AC turning on. There we have it. So let's get in the car. The all-wheel drive variant has leather seats, those are perforated, and we can see the dual-toned interior with standard controls, mirror controls, and the Windows control on the door. So let's give a try to starting the engines from the inside of the car. Here you can see the electrically operated driver's seat with two wheel numbers above, and we have the gas and brake pedal right here. Again to the climate control. Here we have the controls on the steering wheel. and the respective display. That's a nice display, a smooth, relatively smooth handle with calling controls and mode selector over here. The modes will be on there. Yep, here is the volume control, and you have call controls on this side, and here you have the controls for the steering display. These are the buttons for increasing. This button specifically increases or decreases brightness of the display. Somehow we played a video on here which I would like not to show, copyrights. There's the gear lever and two cup holders that are of decent size, electric parking brake, auto hold, drive modes, and hill assist. So here is the armrest that I'll show you by getting out a bit. You can see the armrest, and once we get into this, we have some more space, and this thing that comes out, I don't know why isn't that fixed. And then there's a compartment down here. This actually feels a bit stiffer to me, the leather finish. So just entering from the other side to see the back camera in action. So this is how the back camera looks like. We are in reverse right now, and these are the dynamic lines that you can see. So we have a chrome open there. We have a cool box, and this is the conditioning control of the cool box. That's a decent size glove box actually. Yeah, that is cooled. And the air vents. We have the glasses holder here. So here's the panoramic sunroof, you can see opening up from the outside and from the inside, and here goes the glass. They do have something to keep the dust outside. Let's now get into the back seat of this car, and the rear seats are, you can see we have two AC vents at the back, and a decent armrest with two cup holders here. So talking about the legroom at the back, I'm 5'11", and you can see the space is enough for me. And let's listen to the sound system now. We have some lamps here. The keys are removed right now, so I can't show you. Some reading lamps, and that's about it. We have a really small rear grass that's common in the crossover types SUVs. That's not a problem here. It's just the type of the car. And now let's get out of this car. So right now the car is turned on, and you can see the lights at the back of the car are really good. So let's try to open the tailgate. Here's the rear view camera, and let's open the tailgate. So there's the boot cover. That goes on. And we have the boot lid here, which stores the spare tire. And there's a 12-volt 120-watt socket right here, and some hooks. And I guess if you want to turn down the seats, you'll need to go ahead and turn them manually down. So to close the tailgate, I guess we need to press right here, and if there's a hand in the way, it should be and not close. Yeah, so I need to load this out properly for it to be closed. So just Doing that once again. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right here. Yep, there it goes. Now I have jumped back into the car to show you the internal displays, starting with the driver's display. This lever here controls the windshield wipers, and here are the controls for the headlight and turn signals. Now let's move on to the central display, which is a 10.1-inch LCD and running Android, and it is Wi-Fi enabled and supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto both. And as it's Wi-Fi enabled, I am sure that it can run wirelessly Android Auto if your device is compatible with that. But this is not the same unit as Hyundai is shipping in the international models. That's only one thing to keep in mind. Here we have the car settings that you can play with. And now let's try how the air conditioning sounds at full blast. Sound when they are at its max. Yeah, max temperature, dual climate control. I hope you can hear me with this sound. And down below we have the 12-volt socket, an aux, a USB, and a Qi wireless charging pad. So here are my final thoughts about Hyundai Tucson. It has a decent interior with elegant overall design. The use of shiny hard plastics in some panels and the use of stiffer seats does cut out of the overall experience, but it has a lot more to cover for it. As of right now, the delivery for the all-wheel drive variant has gone to March 2021. I have tried to be as thorough as possible in my first impressions, and I hope it helps you in your purchase decision. So do not forget to mention down below in your comments how you feel about this new Hyundai Tucson. And do not forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.